Hi guys, my name is Michael. Welcome back. So in this video, I'd like to bring a project to your attention. So I want to talk about Wikicat. Now, this is a very interesting project, and I think since the early days of this project, I've had my eyes on it really, and I've been following the progress of this project. Just watching how things have been moving forward. How they've been progressing, and I think it's important for me to sort of bring it to your attention at this time because they've got a major announcement in I think in 2 days time on Saturday. They're going to be announcing the launch of their wallet, and the reason why I'm talking about this project right now is because I see some sort of macro tailwinds for this project. There are a number of things that could, if the team behind this project execute properly, we could see a lot of, utility come to this particular project. Remember, guys, when you go to websites like XLM, I mean Stellar, these companies, they talk about their mission, banking the unbanked, trying to reach those people who do not have a bank account, trying to give them a way to, do business or have a financial the ability to transact even though they don't have an account. That is the mission of Stellar, right? And so most times they focus on continents like Africa, right? They want to bring those technologies to the people there so that they can be able to transact even without a bank account. Now when it comes to crypto, right, in the West, when you think about crypto in the United States and all these Western countries, people just see crypto as an investment, right? I want to invest in crypto because I want to make money. But when you talk about crypto in Africa, it's actually a way of life, right? A lot of people use crypto for their day-to-day transactions. A lot of people have been using USDT for either storing money, store of value, because there are some countries where the currency are not really stable. They lose their value quite easily. So a lot of people have been storing money in USDT. We have importers in African countries who utilize USDT a lot. They pay their suppliers with USDT, and they get back USDT. So crypto is a utility in Africa, if I can put it that way, unlike in the Western part of the world where it's more like an investment, just because, other financial products and services work effectively. But if you go to countries like Zimbabwe, if you go to countries like Nigeria, if you go to countries, like in the Western part of Africa, you will find out that people use crypto a lot for their day-to-day transaction, right? And they depend on it. So it's not a substitute like the way it is in the Western countries. It is actually the main driver for business for some people. So back to Wikicat. So I believe that at this time, Wikicat is looking interesting to me. It's looking interesting. Now, when you go to the tokenomics of this particular project, it looks good. It's a deflationary token. There's a lot of it out there, but there's a bond mechanism that bonds, the supply over time. And, they had a fair launch and everything. And to be honest, if you take a look, if you bought Wikicat a year ago, if you look at the performance, it's been relatively good. It has not dropped. They have a very cult following. A lot of people are dedicated. A lot of Christians, a lot of Africans are involved in this project. And they're really core. They're staunch supporters. You don't see them rug pulling or anything. So this is a project that is really looking good right now. All right. One of the tailwinds I see for this project is something that I spoke about in my last video. I said that if the bill that Donald Trump is proposing passes, right, that bill, the big, beautiful bill that's currently in the US Congress, one of the things that is going to be in that bill is a 3.5% tax on remittances to countries outside of the United States. So if you're an immigrant in the US and you're sending money to any country outside of the US, you're going to pay a 3.5% tax. And we know that remittances, right, they mostly go to Africa, right? If you think about one of the core, one of the source of income for Africa as a continent is remittances. So Africans who are abroad in the Western countries, they send money back home. They do this a lot in billions of dollars. I think last year in Nigeria alone, over $5 billion came in through remittances into the nation. So a lot of people in the diaspora send money back home, right? And so if you think about this tax that Donald Trump is going to put on remittances, right? And I told you guys in the last video that this is going to push people to crypto. It is going to push people to crypto. So we're going to see a lot of people come into crypto for remittances, like people who want to send money back home. Now, Wikicat, which is what we are talking about today, right? in 2 days time, I think on Saturday, they are going to launch their wallet called Penny Wallet. So this wallet is going to allow people store Wikicat and other cryptocurrencies, but the whole idea is that you'll be able to send Wikicat from one person to another. So what we are seeing here is the first step in providing utility for this token. So if you think about people who are in the United States and you want to send money back home, you can actually buy this Wikicat token and send it to somebody through the Penny wallet and all that. So this is their own way. This is kind of their own lobster wallet, if I can put it that way. And it's a very interesting concept, right? A lot of people, will not sort of look at projects like this, right? Because if you go into the community, the Telegram channel, you find out that it's mostly Africans, it's mostly people in Africa there. But I believe that this project is one that we need to pay attention to. It has a very low market cap right now, which looks very beautiful because where you make the money truly in crypto is with low, projects like this that you can catch early, right? If you can catch um, you know, a project that's got potential very early, right? Things magic can really happen. So at the moment, it's just $10 million market cap. So you see that there's a lot of room to run. I mean, if you think about if the right things happen for this project and it goes to 1 billion market cap, that's going to be a huge gain. So I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. Wikicat is a very interesting project. You can go read more about it. Follow them on Twitter. You will see more information about the launch of their new wallet. It's going to be really interesting. They've got some really great features in the wallet. I've seen some of the screenshots in the Telegram channel, and if you follow the lead developer there, I think his name is Sam Mapi, or so, you get a lot of information about what they're trying to do. So I have my concerns about the project. Most of the project that looks like this in the past, I've really had issues with rug pulling, hacker and things like that. So security has been an issue, when it comes to projects that look similar to this. But when you look at the things that they've put in place, with Wikicat, the I think they've learned from the mistakes of other projects and they've put a lot of things in place, like locking out the liquidity pool. So you don't come one day and find out that the entire liquidity is gone, or, it's been a hacker has hacked in and taken everything. So they've done a lot of things right. I think they've got a static audit as well. They've gone through a couple of audits. They are listed in a couple of exchanges at the moment, and you can also find them on CoinMarketCap. So this is one project that I believe has some really good potential, especially now that they are bringing utility into the play. Before it was just like a meme coin, but now we're seeing utility. They also have a very community. I forgot to mention this. It's called SMC DAO, right? And I think the whole concept of Wikicat creating it was supposed to be like to teach people more about crypto. So they've got like a learning management platform. They've got a learning portal where you can learn about crypto and everything. So it's a very, very interesting community. And I believe that, this project, like there's a lot of potential for it. So if this is something, you might be interested in, it's something you could look at. Take a look at the tokenomics, take a look at the community, and also, when they launch that product on the 7th, I believe that we're going to see, an uptick in the price, because this is going to add utility to the product. And the token as well is a deflationary token, so it's going to get scarce as we move forward. So that's a good thing for them. I think they're doing good. I mean, it's been a long time coming. This Penny wallet has been in production for over a year now, so having being able to launch it in 2 days, I think that's good for the team. So anyway, guys, I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. Wikicat, this is one you need to put in your bookmark. Take a look at it. Take a look at this particular project and see if it's something that you're interested in. Remember, nothing I say on this channel is financial advice. Always do your own due diligence. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.